you coming from the Val, you know, you've gone. I've seen enough artists that get comfortable in their
certain space.
in their spaces
And
of
it's very
influence,
comfortable.
you know, linguistically, you know. So you at that side, you're speaking that language. Your music tends to be that, you know. But I've seen you, you know, you've moved, you know, to a stage where you even have music from Zimbabwe.
Yeah, man.
You know, in the spaces of Africa, you've got music outside
Producers,
the Val. You've got music in the city. You've got music everywhere.
Ghana.
When you move like that, my brethren, as a brethren from the Val, musically, you know, how does that make you feel? How does it make you become a better person?
I think what really matters the most is you find people doing 9 to 5, you know, jobs, and they really respect their job and they respect what happens at work and they respect the time and they need to do that. And after that, they have their own time.
Yeah.
So, my wife always asks me what you're asking me right now. I'm one person that's purpose driven. I'm a seer. My dad used to tell my wife that she needs to really listen to me. I'm a visionary man. You know, I believe in being 10 steps ahead of everything and always working hard to achieve something. You understand? So that is the motive that I push myself with. And when my wife found me doing that, she was like, wow, are you normal? Yeah, because you find me doing a project for somebody in Amsterdam and I'm busy mixing a Jamaican artist and what. That's how me them give me $US, me dog.
See? Blessed life. Welcome again to another exciting, educative, informative, and the most brilliant, the most brilliant reggae talk show ever to come out of here, Africa. The Reggae Connect Africa. This is what we do. This is who we are. My name is Rico Myers, aka Mr. Jokes, and with me in the studio, Gideon Suits.
Yes. Today I had to record.
When you dress like this, you know, I can't say sweetness of the sex. No, me can't.
I can still be sweet and go to war.
Kaki suit Gideon boots. Or you still sweet when we go to war. It now works out, you know. How have you been? How you doing?
Greetings, everyone. Soul Sister Sigani here. I've been good, Rico.
How's been the week? What's been happening in the reggae circles?
It's been beautiful, calm, chilled, you know. Here we're going into the Mambara week, so we gotta check the finances. You know, so we chill.
Don't overspend.
Don't overspend.
Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive.
Smoke and fly. But they say no matter how high you get, you can never be the most high because there's only one Jah. With us in the studio today, you know, we don't waste time, you know, straight. We get into it, you know. Yo.
I told you I had to wear my Gideon suit.
Ja.
Unfortunately, I couldn't find the Gideon boots.
I didn't get the memo. Otherwise, I know I should have put on my Gideon suit also because we've got the Lieutenant General, you know, a sniper from far, you know, just like the garden behind you also, you know, he loves his flowers. Welcome, Botanist.
Yeah. Bang. Everything shot.
No. You see, you must say, this one is not the drum roll. You must say, right.
Yeah, man. You see?
Blessed Love King.
Yeah, man.
Welcome
respect.
to the program.
Yeah, no, it's truly a blessing. Africa Connect.
Reggae Connect
Africa or Reggae Connect Africa. All right. It's truly a blessing, man. Truly a blessing indeed to be here and talking about what we're doing and what we're about to do.
Yeah.
Zimmy. So yeah, man, big up everybody. Yeah, man, the thing shot.
What have you been doing? What have you been doing?
Well, if I can put it in a nutshell, I've been doing quite a lot of things. I've been trying to collaborate with artists that are actually less privileged in a way, but actually love music and been doing art, like the music, which is, I ended up taking, a decision to work with King Yellow Man, King Yellow SA, because King Yellow been doing them thing for a long time,
Longest.
But the people, they are milking King Yellow's money,
Sidelining.
Trust me, they do that. Producers, you go, he's been to studios going to record there. You find that he's got 10 songs there. Over 10 songs, the producer.
In one studio.
In one studio. You find that the producer is telling him stories that, my man, computer is dead. What? That thing continues for years and years, and he keeps recording the same thing over and over again because now he keeps losing the files in the way, but he's paying. Do you understand? Which is, it's a sad situation, when you think about it. So, Yellow is my elder, man. You say, yo, elder. No, man, there's something I don't understand.
There's a way.
Well, I've been trying to see how we can put your music online, and I'm trying to see that, what could have been wrong, or what could have went wrong? Because, Yellow's supposed to have something there. King Shaft, when I spoke to King Shaft, the same thing. I was like, yo, man, you is a big TV promoter. Producer.
Yeah.
You see me?
And he's also a music man.
Yeah. And he's a director as well. He's an assistant director, and he's a lecturer as well. He's lecturing in AFDA. I don't know if he's still doing that, but he used to do that.
Once you done it, it's
So many guys. Sometimes I just randomly meet them, like, botanist. Uhlangane kanjani no Shaft? I'm like, guys, man. Me and Shaft is a music thing. Because I started putting the elders, even including Yellow, I started putting them on my rhythms. So I said, Yellow, come, man, let's work. Let's start putting you on rhythms. And then after that, I was like, yo, listen, Yellow, it's time. This album, fast. You see? So that now, once we start doing the thing professionally and start showing artists that they really need to take themselves as a brand and seriously, and especially the ones that are independent, show them the necessity of investing their money, their time, and everything in their craft. Just for that particular moment. It can be for the whole year or the season or whatever. But that time that you find that moment and time and space to do it.
something will grow.
Do it, and that's how it started. And then, both of them, including Dima's album, that's how we came up with it. And in the process of that, I was doing also my new album, which are the 4 albums that were released that, Queen Soul vibes, and other people were talking about it. They're like, yo, but look at Jungle. We just have 4 straight albums, the same time dropping from the same stable, and it's different artists, different auras, different energies, And, for me, that was a beautiful achievement because it was not about the money, and it has never been about the money. It's just, making sure that, because I've heard a lot of complaints about the quality of the music, the concepts the artists are tackling, and they yet want to fight for people to listen to their music where else it's not listenable. So it was a whole lot of things going on. So I was like, yo, you know what? Let's try do things professionally. But we're not changing anybody's identity. That's why I even left Yellow, to be Yellow Man. But there's just certain things we worked on.
On the production.
Exactly. The recording part of it. Come on, you can't just put an artist in the studio and then he's recording, he's singing the whole time. Wow, 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 wow. And you're like, it's fine, fire. Like the whole time everything is fine. No. So there's certain things we fix. There's certain things we need to do in a certain way so that even the application of whatever we're doing in terms of mixing and mastering, there's certain things that artists need to do so that when I apply something,
Level of quality.
exactly, so that when I apply something onto that vocals, at least it reaches the
Are
minimum
you saying
standard
you are
quality.
also a producer now?
Yeah, man, I produce big time. Been producing Rico from Maximum Styles. I've been producing my own thing.
So
Trust me, from long time. I've been a producer. I'll produce my thing, and then they'll just call the next guy to come and just put his ear, and then after I say, okay, botanist, you're not far, right? Start mixing, and then
just engineer,
and then it just
master
yes, and
arrange.
next year exactly, because you can't do it alone. But right now, I reach a level where I just wanna do everything on my own because it's better that way. it cuts a lot of costs, it cuts a lot of bickering and bad minding and also sabotage. Because people can sabotage you with your projects, especially if you're a prominent artist or you're good in what you do. Because remember, at that them no office, a good artist making it out of South Africa. Everybody claim to be good, everybody claim to be this, claim to be that. But if you really look at it, the only thing that really says what the artist is talking about, or that really, certifies it, is the work.
True.
So when it comes to that, when does Botanist get to be Muhlomi? You are a producer, you are an engineer, you are an artist, you're also
You're a
a
beat
family
maker.
man. You're a beat maker.
Use a
When does
bedroom,
when does Botanist and all of those other people, things get to be Muhlomi? When do you take time and say, today I'm Muhlomi, or I'm Botanist, I can do my music? Because you have
Where is
Dima,
one
you
from
have
the other?
King Yellow, you have King Shaft, you have the international, he's also international. You have all those other things behind you.
Yeah,
When do you get to be Muhlomi?
like recently, to answer your question, recently with Dima's video, that's actually a project from Amsterdam. And on that project, I'm engineering. You understand? So there's enough artists coming. We're planning to put big artists on that thing there, and it's possible because we have a link. So it's basically a link between Amsterdam and Suriname. So that's how we got to make the song with Dima.
Yeah.
I think I put also 4 more artists from South Africa in that project, but it's an international project. So, unfortunately, it's hard to separate Muhlomi from Botanist because,
It's one person.
my wife will be like, hey, are you normal, my man?
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, my man.
Second nature.
I'm like, hey, man, I think this is just what I am. It's what I'm built to do. It's what I've always been, aspiring to do. Like
All your genetics.
Exactly.
In you, it's your DNA.
Exactly, so, and I'm from a musical family as well. My dad was obviously a singer. He started doing clap and tap choirs and whatnot. That's where he met my mother. So they were both singers. So, and then obviously I grew up in a Christian family where I was playing pianos, setting sound in church. That's where I learned like the little dynamics of really being behind the computer. Exactly, because what you see in the computer, you need to do it practical.
That's true.
You understand? There's so many studios out there that are trying. There's so many engineers we have around, but we can't all sound the same because
You can't play certain instruments now.
exactly because our experiences are not the same. True. So, excuse me, if you're a producer and you do not play even one instrument, there is a problem.
Really?
There is a big problem. Because for you to start producing, you need to understand the musical language.
music.
Everything has chords, it has scales, it's mathematics, G. It's like 1 + 1 becomes 2, and then 2 times this, it becomes that. So it's a sequence, because basically there you're dealing with energy and frequencies. So when I create my music, I want you guys to listen to it. It's a certain energy that I'm trying to draw near to your mind or in your subconscious mind, so that when everybody's listening to the music now with headphones. Times have changed. We don't master music like CD quality anymore and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The LUFS that's the mastering language they have dropped. To a certain, minus decibel.
Technical language.
So that if maybe you or your kid is trying to check out Botanist music, if they put that music in the air, the first thing the music in their ears, the first thing they do is pump the music up.
True.
So once you start pumping that music up in the headphones and it's harsh, even from just the beginning, you will never listen to that.
They take it off sometime. Next
Instantly.
time they just see the word botanist. They won't click.
You understand?
They scroll past it.
So, you find people discussing quality and they don't know what quality is. You find them discussing, this is quality, these guys, they've got more quality than this one. when you really go back and listen to the mixing and mastering, like.
All right.
But anyway, it's everybody's opinion.
We need a workshop.
No, we need that. We need that because
Yeah,
I ask
but
myself
there's a lot,
enough times, like what Botanist is saying. Enough times, brethren, I ask myself that. Okay, there is enough studios there, but
for real.
from there, we come from an era where there used to be turntables. To cassettes, to CDs.
You remember that tape?
Yeah,
guys? Remember
Exactly.
that?
I used
To
to have,
CDs.
Rico. Before me start DJing reggae, man. I used to be a big selector. I can kill enough selectors in reggae. And that may I tell you, brethren. I had
Let's
4
not
bags.
expose
I have
our
4
ages
CD bags.
here.
Yeah, man.
I have 4 CD
Enough
bags.
CD bags.
Mate, dog, I'm the first person to start playing rhythms in a Val, man.
Yeah, man.
Trust me.
Let's not
When I
expose
was
our
really
ages,
started,
guys.
before me start doing the mic thing. So you see, when it come to music,
You know your thing.
brethren, trust me.
So now,
We
what
could have slew enough of them.
Soundboy did. Soundboy
But you do
did.
that from afar already, because you is the sniper from far, So what I'm saying, my brethren, is we've gone through, our generation have gone through from an era where it's from the vinyls, the cassettes, the CDs, the USBs. Now everything
Now
is
it's on the
just
phone. And you should be mindful of that, because when you release your music, the reason why you find musical stores declining your music is because people are not mindful of the frequencies. You understand? Music is a frequency. You understand?
Explain a bit on that.
Okay. Basically, when I speak about frequencies, it's like the kilo, the megahertz, megakilohertz, like in an equalizer, in simple terms. Like when I equalize a song, I need to equalize it to a certain frequency that when the voice comes out to you, it draws you near, then pulls you back. You understand? So there is frequencies that we learn as engineers that we need to play around. For vocals, I need to put vocals around this frequency. If I'm mixing BS line, I need to put it maybe around minus 80 kilohertz so that it can be tight and more fat. It depends what I'm doing. And once the whole project is mixed and separated with equalizer and it's one thing, it becomes stereoized. Now it gets stereoized, like it becomes a stereo wide project. Like you can hear everything, you can hear snare, you can hear heads nice, because we separated the stereo. So we can't just put vocals in the center, snare center, everything center. It's gonna clash.
Yeah.
So the bass, the kick, and the snare is in the center, and then the trick is these guys.
Told you we need a
Because that's where the frequency is. And then when it comes to that, obviously you record and do the song with the most hard part that artists undermine when it comes to producing and doing music. It's the mixing part, because mastering is easy. I can take like 2 minutes to do that. You'll find artists that are saying, no, my man, leave this project. Hey, I must mix and master. Give me 3 months. For what? 3 months forward, then that guy doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know why he's applying a compressor. He doesn't understand what is a threshold, what it does. He doesn't understand what is the cut. You need to know why you're applying everything. You find people saying they are engineers and producers, but all they apply is preset. When you get in studio, they record, Rico, come, man, voice. Wow. You find this guy, 1 minute, your voice sounds like, hey. You're like, hey, what is this guy? It's preset. I'm not saying presets are bad, because I have created my own presets in the long process of time that I've worked with reggae music, and I know what to do. And even with that, if I put the same preset on your voice, Rico, I still need to work on it, tweak it there and there, because the threshold won't be the same. You understand? Because our vocal deliverance won't be the same. You find that maybe that was mine. Now I'm recording Rico. Then I'm just like, maybe, okay, let me try. Then I put it on Rico, and then I need to maybe tweak a few things so that it works again. And then when it comes to mastering, right now, the only mastering level that Spotify and most of the stores take, it's minus 14 LUFS or minus 10. That's the standard quality. So people are not doing that.
Quality work.
Yes, so it's like putting a project here while I'm mastering Rico, and then on the side, this thing is called it's a LUF timer something. So once while I'm busy mastering with whatever that I'm using to master, this thing needs to read. So it's reading the information that's happening in the song. The song needs to hit in a long process, in a long term and short term. It needs to hit minus 14 LUFS, but with better punchy quality, like warm. So that when I release this music, you know, and it goes out there, maybe I'm releasing with TuneCore or whatever. When they receive the music, they also listen to it before they take it out because they need to at least check if the LUFS are right. That's why you find people's music on YouTube, when it starts going in, it goes in loud. Yeah, and it goes down.
Rico?
Yeah, you see?
Yeah. Rico, I told you we need a workshop. We
do.
could sit here the whole day.
You see?
We need a
So,
proper workshop.
That's where them are missing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where them are missing. And then when you play Chronic Law and any normal big artist, you find the music is sequential. It's playing the same volume. It starts with the same volume and throughout.
And it's going.
Now,
Out of
us, you find somebody claiming that, me, wow, wow, wow. You let's go to YouTube, play them in there. Yeah.
But okay, let's come back
see?
to this. On one of your albums, you proclaim that you are the SA dancehall king.
Yeah. No, man.
Tell us, because we have so many. Okay, we have one that came here, Conquer Ase. He proclaimed that he's a dancehall king.
Yeah.
We have Mr. Zungu. He's a dancehall
Riot.
king. We have.
Well, Riot is
Botanist.
dancehall Wakanda. Not
But-
king. Well,
Okay, what's the difference? You'll
Well,
explain.
got it.
You also
Okay,
a
but
dancehall
anyway-
king. Please explain.
anyway-
Who's the real dancehall
anyway,
king?
every black
SA
man a king.
dancehall king. Mzansi. Yeah.
Every black man is a king, like Masikasi. You know?
Yeah.
So it depends on the grammar of the speech and how you put it. But but well, you know.
What?
Yeah.
We're talking to an engineer, so the lingo has.
Shapagati decibels.
Yeah, but I mean, it depends also. I mean, as artists, we need to take ourselves really serious to a point whereby you can feel that you can achieve a certain, you know, rank. You know, even if it's, people can say proclaimed, you know.
Yes. Yes.
I've been in the game a long time. Long time. I think I've done most big shows more than many artists. It's just that I haven't been frequently with shows because of certain things. But if I can really go back, I mean, I opened for Chronics. I worked with Beanie. You know, I've been around, you know, when Sizzla was around. You know, a whole lot of things. When Capleton was around, I was around with Gangali and them and going around. And so I've been, and you find that people just think that Botanist, this is a king, this one, dancehall king. Dancehall king for this guy, his music, nobody, where it's not about that. And unfortunately, you find people that are against, you find people that are against of this thing. They take this thing as a title. I'm not about a title. I'm about facts. There's been so many times I clash so many artists. You see, I can't even mention names, including the best of
No,
the
we
best.
can mention them.
Including, no, it's
Can
just
men-
not
the
about
mosquito.
that. It's just not about that. including the best of the best.
You have
I
a
mean, say, yo,
platform. You
okay,
can
lyrically,
mention them.
make we do it, man. Just for the fun of the game. And some of them catch feelings. Some of them
I
don't
remember
reply.
there's a show that we were doing. We had, was it Jamason on stage?
Oh, yeah.
We were there. I just introduced you on stage. You mashing up. From Norway,
Lion Port,
just
just
came.
Oh, yes. I remember
He says, yeah, people, long time you tell us, you know, that this boy, yeah, you know, him bad. So now, you know, when you are on a stage like that, and because Lion Paul is also an elder, you know, trendsetter
Yeah,
for,
very
for,
big
for the
influential
major-
head,
for the
yeah.
majority of we, you know.
Yeah.
So when you have people like that come to you and then they say good things about you compared to the 1,000 people that have the negative effect on you, from the beat making, when you go to writing the lyrics, you know, which space does that put you?
Well, you know, Rico, I'm one person that don't really care what them say. Like I'll just put
But
it.
you're human, brethren. You can't
man.
ignore what people say, brethren.
No. It obviously there's certain things that
Yeah, man.
I can see and I won't ignore. And
You put it in
Yeah.
song.
quick.
This,
Quick.
like,
That's what I do. So if an artist start talking crap about me, me put out a song. Let's do it like that. That's how the artists do it,
Yeah.
man. We can't be capping every time we capping. Yo, people lose their lives for capping. True, trust me. That's no joke, man. See, that's why I've been trying to tell a lot of people. I'm like, I'm tired of talking, and I'm tired of replying to a lot of negativity or whatever conspiracy,
hog on
whatever
to it.
conspiracy that people have. You know, with my name, with the
the
concrete jungle,
works.
whatever they think that me and my wife are doing.
Yeah.
You know, people got a lot going on. Cha. Trust me, Rico.
On a daily.
and on
Trust
that,
me.
do you think it's necessary to respond though?
Well, you see, I was coming to that point. Well, I've been responding, you know, but I don't just respond to anybody. And also, it depends what I'm responding to and how I respond, you know. And I just do not like people that will find a topic that's negative with your name when, like, we're in a primetime show like this. When you're supposed to be talking good about Rico, talking good about Dimar, talking good about
Because you've
Queen's
got
World,
work that you're doing.
talking good about an ex-brethren and that, because it's prime time now. The world have to know. The world needs to see that are these South Africans a union, or are they preaching what they saying they're doing, or it's a different story? Because in most podcasts that you'll ever watch that are like the guys that I don't even want to bet. You know, some of them try. But you see me, this is the platform that I really think has got proper content, and it's so real that I so wish that this could have happened before all these other podcasties. You know, trust me.
Reggae Connect Africa. I
Yeah.
saw we are doing it, you know,
Yeah,
in the
man.
studio today
You see.
with the botanist, you know, engineer,
Yeah.
beat
Sniper
maker,
from afar.
You see.
producer, most importantly, family man, you know. Take us through the musical
yes.
journey. You coming from the Val, you know, you've gone, I've seen enough artists that get comfortable in their
certain space.
in their spaces
And
of
it's very
influence,
comfortable.
you know, linguistically, you know. So you at that side, you're speaking that language. Your music tends to be that, you know. But I've seen you, you know, you've moved, you know, to a stage where you even have music from Zimbabwe.
Yeah, man.
You know, in the spaces of Africa, you've got music outside
Producers,
the Val. You've got music in the city. You've got music everywhere.
Ghana.
When you move like that, my brethren, as a brethren from the Val, musically, you know, how does that make you feel? How does it make you become a better person?
You know, in a nutshell, to actually answer your question, I mean, coming from the Val G, it's ghetto.
Me know, so you know. So is any other ghetto bed?
So, and me, the Val's got nice places, but me, I come from the roughest, which is Everton. That is the roughest place you could have
roughest,
go
toughest.
from. From Mr. Little Youth, man. I was born there.
Jano.
You see me, if I can tell you the energy that I'm all about energies, you know, if I can tell you the energy that rotates around that area, I mean, that area is water based. There's a lot of water there. It's got a lot of marine spirits. And remember, there's good, there's bad. That area is a bit darkened. It's my hood. It's the Val. I love the Val. But energy-wise, you know, I've been in the Val for years. I've been stayed with my wife for about maybe 6 years or 5. But, and I was trying to put other guys on. I was trying to work. I was putting out hard work. I was doing this. I was doing that. But it was just not working out because I don't know. Maybe I was in the wrong place or the energies or something. Because I'll make a typical example. If I was every day when I come back I was hustling in town back then, you know, with Pumlani, you know, from Matlombe Lounge.
Yeah.
We used to hustle together. He He's the one who put me in the game, willingly, nicely, back in the days. So, excuse me. So yeah, when I come back every day, like, or maybe every night or whatever from town, I'm going back home in a taxi. Like, you see the Golden Highway from Orange Farm, bro. Like,
it changes.
It changes.
Look, you've been coming like this. Nice from Joe's. Everything is nice.
Everything.
Now, once you start hitting Grassmere, once you start hitting Grassmere and you're facing Orange, already you can see darkness.
Grass, I'm here.
I'm from that side also.
Besides
so
the grass.
Oh, you know.
I'm from that side. I know.
Besides the grass, already you can see that, man.
Even
is
during
there
the
smoke
day.
or what's going on? And then the taxi goes, Rico. It keeps, you don't find smoke, but you can see that, man, the clouds are dark. And that's just, the energy changes completely. And when you drop off the taxi,
just makes you
when you drop off the taxi from town, you feel so prominent. You feel like bigger than everybody because now you're carrying a different energy. Now the hood has this energy.
Does it make you angry? Did it make you angry?
It really made me angry because we've got a lot of talent, we've got a lot of things, we've got a lot of like serious business people in the hood, but there is just something that's not right. That is holding everything. You find, a good artist staying in a one shack, sadly so, it doesn't have nothing. But he's a good artist, man. Brilliant, my dog. He ended up now just smoking these nyaupes and what, because what can you do? It's the hood, bro. You end up now having guns now. Every now and then, Baba, you get the money now. That's my hood. And when there's war anytime, Okapa, no. Chop you fast. Whether it's a rusty panga or it's a new one or anything, that's how my hood is, because of the level of hunger and the level
and negative energy.
Exactly. And people, well, there is education.
They welcomed it.
And trust me, there is education. And trust me, the best education is from the hood. It's from the ghetto. Understand? Because there's no better education than getting education with your own mother tongue. You're going to understand that better than everybody else. You understand? There is education. There's brilliant people in my hood. I can tell you about people that you even know about, that are doing great in movies, that have won Oscars, and a whole lot of things. You understand? Some of them come from Everton. They don't talk about it, but we know their history. Big artists like Papa Hugh, him come from there. You see me?
But
Terry Petto, the actor.
Yeah.
Everton, my lad. You see me? You see? So that's what the thing said. So, and then you find that when I, now in my era, want to do a difference, it's hard now to break through in that area, because that area used to be popular because of the history of the apartheid, because it used to be famous.
Can we bring it back? Because I can feel the energy.
Yeah.
You're also a family man, like you said. Your wife is also a musician.
Yeah.
Dima, Queen of the South. Yeah. How do you guys handle the energy? We'll talk about energy here today a lot.
Energy.
Yeah,
it's all about energy.
How do you? Because she also has Queen of the South energy. She's a strong, powerful, artist, musician, and you have the producer, the engineer.
Yeah.
The whole concrete jungle.
Yeah.
How do you work through that every day when you have your pillow talk?
So you are just saying that, okay, as the man of the house, your woman is also an artist and you are the producer. Do you bully her?
I didn't say that.
Do you bully your woman, Bertrand? Or for the king that you are, you treat her as the queen? She tried to be cool, calm, and collected about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to answer that, Queen Soul, it's quite funny because people don't know how I met her, which is the most significant part that's missing in everybody's minds. They're just thinking they're with it.
That's why you're here, my brother.
May I know how you met her?
When I met this beautiful woman, they had a rhythm going on. And it was a Pan-African rhythm. And she needed some South African talent in it because she was really looking for a good reggae artist, reggae and dancehall artist in South Africa, And at that time, she was running one of the most prominent record labels called Volcano Records. at that time with an ex-partner. So it was prominent. It was a good stable. It was doing wonders. You see, like you see the likes of your Pato ranking and them blew under my wife's shadow. Like when it come to you see when it come to
we're in the presence of greatness, right?
You see, like when it come this side and more do shows and certain thing them the first people them could have connect was
Mama bought.
Yes, because she was part of the company. She was working there. She was doing the management and PR because that's her profession. By the way, she's a manager. She's an artist manager and a publisher, and she also does PR. All right. Then we meet. It was a rhythm going on. All right, we meet rhythm. Me get them.
And like, ooh.
Thing.
Oh, she was like, ooh.
Mash up the rhythm. All right, we meet nicely. But after that, she starts sharing the music and say, "Yo, this is."
She started sharing the music, or you started saying hi.
Well, she had to share the music because it was after I recorded the song.
So she used to see Pato ranking and all those. But
Big
she was
artist,
like,
Botanist.
She's like,
after you coming to kill her, and like,
Enrico,
yo, this Val boy.
Let me tell you, the fun part about it. She thought maybe I was Ghanaian or something from, She never thinks, say, yo, me is a Soto man.
Yeah.
And she's a
And
Soto
do
man
show
too.
me. Yeah?
So, this is how it happened. We're there at the table discussing business, and when we done discuss business, hey, them busy rare, managers and that. We say, hey, you want to record and that. They say, look at you. And she was like,
Bona, wafelana. Yaba mosadi wile. Yes. That's what you call.
Gun me brethren.
If only we could have a smoke break here.
So everything gun me brethren, and she was like, all right. And then she hear me get in a studio and do me. She's like, wow. Is this in South Africa?
Yeah.
Like, wow. Where
Where
you been? Like,
but let's get back to my question. So how do you handle that pressure of being both of you being artists
So,
and the pillow talk?
Yeah,
because
I was exactly coming to that. So when it comes to business, the thing I already said, man, she understand.
She's a professional.
Really?
Exactly. Professionally. I can wake up at 2 o'clock, have an idea of doing a beat. She doesn't mind. She wake up with me. She even tells me, that piano is wrong. I remove that note. So, do you understand? It doesn't matter. Anytime when it comes to music, because she respects the music.
Support base is there.
She respects music. She respects my career very much. She knows how far I could have been if everything was done right. If the money was enough.
If she had been in your life earlier.
You understand? Them type of thing there.
True.
So, right now, we're taking a very good direction. So, it doesn't matter anywhere. But she really understands everything. And when it comes to the real life things, she's a woman.
So are you saying?
Oh no, she's a woman. Okay, we'll leave it at that. I get you fully.
She's a woman.
Well, she is.
Yeah.
She have arguments.
Yes.
She have
ups
and
and
it's
downs.
live.
But the most,
But she stays loving.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's live.
The most interesting part about that is that I've never met somebody that's really that understanding. Like she really gets me. And even at my worst, because when I left my previous company, I was breaking down, bro. Because I could have came out and said, hey, this on Facebook, hey, that. But I chose not to do that. From a long time. Have you seen me writing any fuckery about my ex-company?
No, you don't.
I don't do that.
You don't, because you respect the spaces and
I
what
respect
you've done with them.
Exactly. You see?
Yeah,
I respect that. And truly speaking, it's for every artist, I believe I needed that stepping stone. And that's why you find Pepsin proud about me. You find Pepsin telling people how much he's proud about me. Because I'm the first artist that he's seen that even after leaving the company, doesn't matter how and what transpired. But even after that, it doesn't really matter. Like I'm just saying.
No, don't just say. We have time. What transpired?
You can't have two bulls in one crowd.
And you know, after that, I chose to use it as a stepping stone. And mind you, I was not sitting in the office behind the computer just trying to see how they really are. I was just recording, producing the music.
That's your department.
That's it. You know, you'll find me making beats. I say, hey man, I made a beat. You'll say, oh, you already recorded. Oh, nice. You call an engineer, hey man, come in. You know, fast. Or a face, hey face. You know, it's that situation. But for me, it was a learning curve and also a stepping stone to a greater, you know, and I don't know how to put it because I've always been telling even people that have been working with me a long time that, yo, I know that I've seen this. I have a vision. I am bigger than what I think I'm doing right now. And I need people that will understand that the music that I'm trying to do, it's not oriented around one centrifugal organ like Dot. I'm not doing music for this point. I'm doing music. It's like, as I was saying about, this thing is about frequencies. How many dimensions are out there receiving the same frequency? We take this thing light. It's a gift. It's a calling. It's not like you're a traditional healer or anything like that.
Which is a calling too.
But music, no. I don't want to put it together with that. But music is also a different calling. You know, people sometimes, there's somebody who's explained this to me and said, an artist, if you explain it in an African traditional way, he sees an engoma.
Was coming to the
You see, don't worry, Queen Sue. Me have you.
Got you.
Me have you. You see, this person said to me, "Yo, Rico, artist, when you explain, he sees an engoma. So when I'm cut it short, it's Yangoma. So it's Izangoma. Like you can, how like exactly."
Because in my language, ngoma is the drum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. It's the drum. And everything that you're going to do as an African person, there is music. You can't run away from music.
Exactly.
Know? So we want to speak reggae, you know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the last on radio, TV, the last maybe mainstream biggest artist was the elder Lucky Dube.
Yeah, for real.
You know, I've asked this before to the other people we've had here, and still nobody's giving me a straight answer. You know, I see too many people that are doing reggae as artists. They want the government to do this. They want somebody to do this. That. But
what are they doing themselves?
Exactly. Yeah. We've got instruments right now, modern day instruments like social media. You know, where you can now have this person coming to you to invest because they see these numbers, you know, as the Rasta community, because we are the ones that are major in reggae. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where are we lacking in putting our music on social media, paying platforms? Where is the young South Africa? Where is the young South Africa? Because in the studio, even for your wife now to be with you at 2, 3 in the morning, there has to be some little runs that will come in from the headache that you put her through, you know. Sometimes it don't come, but sometimes it comes. When it comes, you'll be like, okay, at least there's hope.
There's something, exactly.
So where is the modern day reggae youths of our time? Where are we getting it wrong?
You know, Rico, first things first, guys. It's a numbers game. You know, to be honest, it's all about numbers. And what creates the numbers? It's the money.
Yes.
So if there's no money, guys, music is money. I mean, to start doing an album, you call me, say, Botanist, I want to do an album. What you think we should do? How many beats? I say to you, okay, Rico, 12 beats. So, all right, 12 beats. Invoice me, my brethren. Me send you 15,000 invoice. Me say, yo, this is just for the beats. Say, yo, Botan, what I'm to you?
Too much.
So I say, yo, man,
But it's King Yellow. You know he
Look.
doesn't have that 15K.
Exactly. Exactly. Look, and if you find people like, you see, I worked with, the reason I think the reason why you're going to that is because you want to find out how I worked with him. So obviously, I can't charge King Yellow that, and I can't disclose what I charged King Yellow.
No, we don't want to.
But it's not far from what I charge. Of which I wanted him also. This thing that
it's
weird.
weird.
This thing is
Yeah,
also
it's weird.
like, you want to see how serious this person is, or dedicated with this particular thing that you say is your gift, or it's your talent, or it's something that you really wanna now take it out like professionally. Because I mean, somebody needs to show that I'm serious, botanist. Yeah, I'm serious, but I can reach this far. And I say, all right, Bobo, let's do it, man. All right. Then you find somebody who doesn't have everything completely. You find that this person is a good artist, but he don't have anything. Then that's where you find me sitting with my wife, then with these guys who like, honey. But this guy, man.
We could.
This guy, no, besides, we're not signing
But
or
we could.
anything, you know. But we're just like, no, maybe let's help him. You know, maybe put out one song, let's do this, let's do that. There's always means and ways to do that, because I mean, it's not always about money. That's what I always tell people. But I mean, when it comes to business, you need to know that if we talk in business, we're talking money. And there's in between that, there is favors, you know, that happens in any business.
Some can call it corruption.
It's not corruption,
but
it's favors.
Comrade do comrade favors.
Comrade do comrade things. You see me? But anyway, it's not about that. It's just favors. But prior to that, like, you need to understand that while we do these favors, we're doing them according to what we see and what the artist could achieve, and also where it puts us. You know, as a company that puts out this artist out there, as Concrete Jungle, maybe if we put somebody out there, we want to see, like, you know, put out somebody that the music, we know obviously the music is good, but now, because this person came to us and they can see that somehow we have a good, you know, attendance when we drop out our music and stuff. The people are following it very good. The attendance as well. You know, of which most people don't want to talk about it. Then they're like, Concrete Jungle, this one he thinks he achieved it,
But it's growth.
I'm growing. So people don't want that, Rico. So that's where you find South African reggae music, or the reggae industry as a whole. You find us, we are so separated, and we have big moguls that we could work with around this fraternity that could get us a next platform to breaking over. Like, you see that crossover
It breaks
term?
my,
You see that
breaks my
crossover
heart.
term they like using? We can do that with reggae.
It breaks my heart, but
People are sleeping on other bigger artists.
true.
It doesn't matter whether it's elders or you think
Or
your
you-
own thing.
yeah.
But Rico, think about it this way. If I had the money or the opportunity, which is, you know, most people don't have it, to get myself in studio with Colbert, what do you think is gonna happen?
Fireworks.
Fire.
You understand?
fire.
The Venda King and the Val King.
Val King.
You understand?
SA dancehall king.
You understand? And that's somebody that, and that's something that people are not looking at.
Ready.
They're not
to
looking.
receive.
Besides, they're not looking at. Everybody wants to make it on their own. Me, I'm this. Me, I'm that. Yo, me boss long time. You boss where? When people don't know your music.
Which is what I wanted to say, you know.
People don't know your music. People are not receiving your music. Rico has been in so many clubs.
You can Google
never
them.
The
Yeah.
only time you find Rico and them saying music is played is botanist. Why is it always botanist? What are these guys missing?
And you can Google them now. I bet you won't find them.
You're not gonna find,
You're not.
you know, except for you find people that are talking a lot of projects that they don't even own. Dog, I've done more than 7 albums on my own. I'm not doing that to prove a point to anybody. I'm doing that to be consistent. The reason why Beanie Man and Cartel are busy fighting over the King of Dancehall thing.
dancehall,
If you really
yeah.
check the stats, if you check the albums of Beanie Man, they are way more than what Cartel's got. Me not disrespecting the king of dancehall vibes. Vibes, yo, me pray
Vibes
vibes,
is
man.
like
Vibes
king.
is
Is like
me
king.
can't say none about vibes.
Beanie is
Vibes is a vibe. You
Yeah,
see,
no, but
so
I'm talking from his
Beanie
point
is a
of
king
view.
too.
Yeah, I'm talking from
He's been a
his
king
point of
before,
view.
He's
vibes.
been a king before. You understand? But
Even the original Gaza.
yes, so that is what we need now to bring to people's minds in South African reggae fraternity and say, okay, guys, we hear you guys are talking this and that, botanist this, rare. All right, let's put out the works. What you got? What have you been doing? What have you achieved? Have you been, dog, I win competitions in Jamaica. People don't talk about it. I've been in TVG Jamaica, one of the prominent national TV stations in Jamaica. In Jamaica, it's national in Jamaica, but from here it's internet, but it's one of the biggest. You see me, Stampede put me there. The Stampede is a big promoter. Promotes every big. You see, promote big artists from Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
You see
Yeah, man.
me,
He's
he's
God.
the one who put me on TV.
He's God.
I won the competition against 2 Jamaican artists. It was a lyrical thing because Jamaicans were trying to prove that now the real reggae now is in Africa, which is facts. Look at the big reggae shows. Where are they happening now? The real big reggae shows. Where are they happening, Rico?
They're here.
Africa.
They're here.
Africa, my bedroom.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you find Kenya and other African countries united and you find us in South Africa with just a small piece of corner there in the map,
60 something.
come on, guys, when there's so much money for reggae. You know, people that say there's no money for reggae, it's a joke thing.
A
that.
lie.
It's a joke thing
A
that.
lie. Me, I tell them, say, yo,
There's so much money for reggae, yes.
If that's true, look at Rico. Well, reggae me I do on a daily, you know. Look
know?
at Botanist.
Look at
Reggae
Yeah,
you do on a daily.
yeah. And then
we
you find
examples.
people saying, no, artists they take shows because they are hungry. Hey guys.
It's business.
Hey guys,
But it's business,
stop portraying,
you know?
stop
Yeah.
portraying Rasta or reggae involved artists with poverty or sufferation. I don't like that. You know, Rico, I don't like hearing an ex-artist saying, wow, we're all doing this because we are hungry. My man, don't make your situation
You
our
are
situation.
hungry, not
Thank
me.
you.
You are hungry.
Simple.
I eat bread.
But how
Yeah.
do you do it? I always ask this question because I'm not an artist and I marvel at how easy it is for some people to put out the works,
Yeah.
the music
Yeah.
every day. Like I asked the same question to Perfect Gidiman. How do you put out music every day, every hour? You have how many albums? you put out 2 albums in
How many is it? 10
in
now.
2024 you put out 2 albums.
in a career of 40 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Correct me. In 2024 you put out 2 albums.
Yeah. I think
The year before
was it
you put
2024?
it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The year before you had an album.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think the year before and
Yeah. No, I've been.
and singles and
rhythms.
rhythms.
And rhythms.
Also, how do you
Yeah.
do it?
And
As
live show,
Moshomi.
and live shows.
Let's take Botanist out. I think we need to come back to Moshomi. Guys.
Yeah.
As Moshomi, how do you do all that?
I think what really matters the most is you find people doing 9 to 5 jobs and they really respect their job and they respect what happens at work and they respect the time and they need to do that, and after that they have their own time.
Yeah.
So my wife always asks me what you're asking me right now. I'm one person that's purpose driven. I'm a seer. My dad used to tell my wife that she needs to really listen to me. I'm a visionary man. You know, I believe in being 10 steps ahead of everything and always working hard to achieve something. You understand? So that is the motive that I push myself with. And when my wife found me doing that, she was like, wow, are you normal? Yeah, because you find me doing a project for somebody in Amsterdam and I'm busy mixing a Jamaican artist and what. That's how them give me $US, me dog.
See?
Them send it via
But we have
quick.
24 hours in a day.
Money we are free.
Botanist.
So-
you
so-
can have
so-
24
yeah.
hours in a day,
Yeah.
but your minute doesn't have 60 seconds. in it.
Exactly.
But where? You
So-
have Moshom, you have Botanist, you
Yeah.
have the engineer, the
So,
producer. You have-
yeah. So my sister, Queen Soul, I think everything just rotate about around the same thing. Because the reason why I'm botanist is because Kim show me in English it means the planter. You know, so
I was
that's
about to
how
ask, what does Mhlumi mean?
exactly. So that's why I always tell you. I believe that I never split the two. Well, it might be two different, personas,
Yes,
but
yes.
I try not to split the two to always keep my life going. And it pushes me because botanist will push this guy to work, and this guy knows that, hey, tomorrow Dima wants this. So,
But you see, now now it makes sense. For you to be a botanist, you need to be a planter.
Yeah.
You can't be a botanist without planting.
You can't be a doctor of plants before planting the plant.
You can't be bedridden.
That's how most artists want to. They want to get the crop before them plant the crop.
Everyone
You see,
Everyone
read
be-
the Bible.
you never plant anything, but you want to get
Anthony
money
B,
like
yeah.
it did for like manna from heaven. It not work like that. We work for it. I work for everything. And trust you, we pay certain things. Like you find my wife's video being number 4, number 3 on TV in Ghana and
In
this and that.
Ghana.
We paying. We have to do that. We have to invest in our talent, invest in the same music, so that the same people that want to see Botanist as a superstar or clean or this and that, them could have seen that, all right, before this, here's the work
Here's
first.
the work.
All
Gotta
right.
put in
So,
the
so
work.
coming to the last minute of the show, what advice would you give, as an engineer, beat maker, producer,
Artist.
writer, artist?
Lyricist.
What advice do you give to two people? One, the recording studios that are attracting all the reggae artists to them. What advice do you give them on the product? And number two, the artists themselves, modern day.
Rico, when it comes to studios, one advice I would like to give most studios, guys, when it comes to recording music and having a studio, make sure you have a proper equipment going on, because the first thing that you need to make sure that is mostly proper more than anything else in your whole entire facility is their mic. It's the mic. That's where most people are going wrong, because certain mics don't take certain frequencies right, and when you mix and master them and pull them up and pop them up, they blur and certain things, and people don't get your music well. But when it's you, when you're listening to it, it's good.
Because the speakers are better.
You understand? But when somebody else is listening to it,
And once it's recorded, there's nothing
you
you can do.
and as artists and also engineers and producers in the game, I mean, you find big gurus telling you that there's never a perfect mix or a master, but you can hear a good song.
Yes.
You can hear a good song when you hear one. You can tell that this one, So it's the same thing with mixing. It's also about, obviously, you need to learn what you're doing. Most importantly, people need to learn what they are doing and why they need to apply certain things, in their production and whatever. That's the most important thing. But apart from that, also, the artist and the engineer, we need to know that there's nothing perfect. So we learn every day. So everybody have to know that you have to expect to learn every day.
Fortunately, brethren, when you're talking to just an artist, you've got that. But then when the artist is the producer, the engineer, there's so much talk to you. So we had in the studio today, Reggae Connect Africa, Mr. Lamington. Botanist sniper from South,
man.
More
One
works, more time
federal.
coming through, but same way still, YouTube, like, subscribe, hit
TikTok.
the notification button. TikTok, we are
yeah.
there.
Bang, bang.
Facebook, we are there,
Do that.
Reggae Connect Africa,
Africa.
gmail.com, Signing out, Rico Myers and Queen
Soul
Soul.
Bang, bang.